The kid.
Seriously.
Hey, look.
Yeah, what's up?
We're live.
All right. What's up, y'all? Welcome to In the Cut Live. This is another Thursday here. Thank you for joining us. We're doing things a little different today. I mean, obviously, like I'm a little fresh on the scene, but today I was like, I feel like hosting a little bit. So here I am, your girl, Kayla Sunshine. And we also have here a couple of fresh faces. So let's go around the room and see. Let's start with Love.
Yeah, I'm Love Leone, just here to fill in and add some perspective today. But I'm glad to be here, though.
All right.
So appreciate y'all for having me.
My name is Marcel. First time. Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Yo, what up, what up? This Aaron right here. You know what I'm saying? They call me Fuss. I'm just trying to hold it down for the night. Have a good time.
All right. All right, then we got our OGs in the building, of course. So let's start with D.
¿Qué pasa?
How you doing today, D?
I'm good.
All right.
And you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Right.
Good to
It's
see
Thursday.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you too.
All right, we got Unc over there in the corner.
Yeah, you know it, man. Big booty Smurf, man. I'm over here, man.
All right.
Too blessed to be stressed, man.
That part.
Trying to go viral, baby. Let's get it. Let's do it.
All right, so we got a couple things we gonna get into tonight. And you know, of course, we get off topic. Things tend to stray away, so we just gonna let things flow. But one of the things we wanted to get into is one of the most trending movies on Netflix right now, and that's They Clone Tyrone. So let's go around the room, like, who all has seen it? Anybody?
I've seen enough.
I seen it.
I've seen
You
enough.
seen it?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
You seen it?
Yeah, I saw it.
All right, so I want to say, like, I'm one of those people when it comes to movies, like, I don't have the attention span to, like, watch a movie over. Like, why do I need to watch a movie again if I've already seen it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I know what's going to happen. But that movie is so good that I'm like, all right, let's play it again. Let's play it again. So, first of all, shout out to Jamie Foxx. I think he was my favorite character in there. Like,
For
who's
sure,
it?
for
Who would?
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Serious.
That part.
He was hilarious. I was like, anything he said, like any sentence had to have at least 3 metaphors in that bitch to complete
Yeah.
it. Like,
He was
and then
dope.
one of my favorite things about the movie is it was very hard to tell what year it was. Like,
Yeah, that's
I'm like, what year was this? Because she's talking about Bitcoin, they talking about some more shit. Like, and I'm like, he's talking about some 50 cent. Like, I'm like, what year is this? Because
Yeah,
these
that
niggas
shit
dress.
tripped me out.
Yeah. All right. So
I've been looking forward to seeing it because it was like when I first seen the preview, it looked like it was gonna be like a Jamie Foxx version of Black Dynamite.
okay.
No,
That's
it
what
wasn't like that.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
But I feel you, though.
Gotta watch it tonight.
All right, so do y'all really think that people are being cloned?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think people are being cloned?
Yeah.
All right,
Didn't even
so
think about it. Yeah.
there's been a lot of people who think, like, celebrities, of course. One of the most popular ones I know of is people thinking, like, Kanye is cloned. And that's one that I will say, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but that
See,
nigga done grown some inches.
the most famous one I think is probably Gucci Mane.
You think Gucci is a
They
clone?
think Gucci's
No.
a clone, man.
Yeah, they
You
do.
can't clone that.
All he did
Yeah.
You can't
No, they
clone
say he's
that.
still very aggressive off camera.
Yeah,
Mhm.
He's
seriously.
very aggressive.
Yeah.
All right, so, like, okay.
He did a re-imaging
Okay.
after jail,
He
but
had
he ain't
detox, though. You don't got all the same access while you locked
Yeah.
up. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Forced
but
to
since they cloned Tyrone, like, everybody's trying to say that Jamie Foxx is a clone.
he
So
got
do
sick
y'all?
around the same time before it came out, though. It was a little too close to call.
And then I think also too how if you break down the movie, it wasn't just about cloning. It was mainly about how in society how they put black people on to like drugs, pimping, and all that. How
To keep us just like
yeah,
It was the
keep us
agenda.
in
That's
that
what they were
same-
showing us. The agenda.
Exactly.
yeah, so that was I guess the main purpose of the whole movie was to talk about the agenda of, like, and we fall into it, like, it's
and
a
what they
system.
put in the food, too.
It's the
Yeah.
food,
Talked about.
our hair,
Yeah.
the TV,
Music.
the music.
And what we look like.
Yeah.
What we-
They basically we're trying to say that all black people look alike and act the same.
Yeah.
Oh, touche.
But that's in that
Everywhere,
same
no matter where
category.
they are. Like,
It's Thursday. I'm Filipino today.
Right, for real, that part.
I think one of the craziest things to me, I think, was the white niggas with the afros. I'm like, it's another white nigga with an afro. Like, it's like you automatically. I'm like, bro, that nigga.
That shit was
Suspect.
weird.
That shit
Why
was
you
hilarious.
why you
bro.
white with a fro
Like,
anyway?
I hate to
Barbara.
if it's a spoiler for anybody, but like honestly, y'all done had enough time to watch this shit because like motherfuckers have watched this like several times.
And they
That's a
telling
good
the
ass-
movie.
That's it. Yeah, go ahead and watch. They clone Tyrone.
But we was talking about Jamie, right, getting cloned. But it goes back further. They thought Diddy had something to do with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dying.
Whoa.
They said Diddy did it.
Whoa, this is new information to me.
Because he knew Diddy's secret. And
Right, some weird.
What, he's gay? That everyone's saying that for like 20 years now?
Yeah.
Ain't it really a secret? Just like we knew R. Kelly was doing what he was doing.
Yeah.
Right.
All of them.
We could get into that.
Yeah. That's another conversation another day.
Because that is another thing we do need to understand is like, why did it take people this long to be outraged? Because I know as long as I've been living, this was a pissing ass nigga on people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so why did it take this long for people to be outraged?
Because you got to piss off the right person.
Yeah.
Or piss on.
So who was it?
Or the parents run out of money.
It'd be
Because
somebody.
all them kids say with the R. Kelly thing, the parents sanction this shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So the parents run out of money. So like I said, if you take a lot of this stuff, if you take the money aspect out of it, a lot of court cases wouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
Yeah. Because they've been doing this shit for so
Chasing
long.
the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
plus, he is way too famous.
Yeah.
Way too famous.
Yep. Like,
They knew. Somebody
I
knew.
would say, like,
Somebody
I've known
knew.
all my life.
If
like,
we know, they definitely know.
That part.
they know more than we do.
They
That's
do.
for damn sure. Yeah.
We need to talk about the Illuminati. That's the topic.
Whoa.
That's
shit, if we go down that rabbit hole, we'll really be talking.
We gonna-
Yeah. That part.
forever, forever, ever.
With the Jamie Foxx thing, I don't think Diddy got enough money.
Man,
Now if it was
he do that.
if it was Elon Musk or some shit like that, like billions, hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't think it'd take that much.
Plus, he got enough money to make
Y'all
that happen like
y'all
that.
think that these aliens are real?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't seen one yet.
Okay,
I gotta
not the
see
only
one.
one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Here
sorry.
on this.
Let's talk about the aliens because
White
the other
people,
day I
that's
swear to
white
God I seen a UFO and it's like Ball. Like I was talking to Ball the other day. And matter of fact, it was yesterday, and I was like, I swear I seen a UFO. He was like, no, that was us. I don't know where Ball worked. I guess he do something
He worked in the lab
sciencey,
doing lasers.
something sciencey. Shout out to Ball. But like, so
need more
I
niggas
was
in
like,
science?
bro, I swear that was a UFO we seen in the sky. We was at the beach, and there was other people who were like, bro, I saw that too. Like at first, it was something shooting, and we're like, what is that? Because you could see like the chemtrail type looking like shit, and we're like, what is that? And then eventually, it's like a light. I got footage of that. I got footage of that. But it's a light, and I'm like, bro, don't nothing shine a light like that, bro. So then it's going and it's going, and then next thing you know, it starts like doing this little hover type shit. I'm like, bro, this ain't no satellite, because a satellite got one direction it's supposed to go. It should be shooting. It shouldn't be doing none of this. And then eventually the light goes away. We still seeing it. We like everybody on the beach. We trying to keep up with this little speck in the
We
fucking
know
sky.
that we ain't the only ones. On
I
this
But-
earth.
swear,
okay.
there's nothing they can tell. Bro,
How do y'all feel if there is aliens? Are y'all accepted of it?
Yeah.
Because at this point, I feel like they've been here, and I just was like, are y'all going to enslave us or not?
Right? What
Because
is-
y'all can't be any worse than the white folks that done this over the
That
past
part.
years.
I want to kill the myth. Whatever the myths are, like whatever it is that the stories around, like what the fuck is really? Because y'all are real. So what is really up? Like what is up with y'all and y'all's connection to us as humans? What do y'all
Science.
want from us? What are we
Science.
supposed to do?
But-
How are we supposed to?
But maybe-
cohabitate with one another.
But
Like,
not
what is
everyone
supposed to
can
happen?
comprehend something else living in the universe and be able to accept that
But-
and move amongst it.
That's true, but you think okay? So I didn't pay
Good
attention.
with the aliens.
Okay, but they're also revealing little by little.
Oh, so niggas gonna fuck an alien. Watch.
Right.
If they said we fuck monkeys and that's how AIDS started,
Okay.
a niggas fucking a alien
I mean, if
pussy.
we want to take it there, that's how we are here. Like, if people want to take it there, like we are. Like, yeah,
Learn me something.
yeah.
Learn me something.
No, we are.
Oh no.
We didn't went from
We are
cloning to aliens
Bro,
to
no.
we monkeys.
The theory is we are like basically there's like the alien. I wish I knew the name. My roommate. She's a gifted being. I guess you can.
All right,
say.
we getting off track. Sorry.
So yeah, but basically
it's
we
a full
are.
conversation.
There was aliens that created all of this shit, right? And basically they cohabitated with like something to where we are
Connected.
basically descendants of this alien, like
It's-
this one alien.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
different extremes that make people believe.
Yeah, so like
Never know.
these giants they used to talk about, these giants, those were the aliens,
I'm a
but
child
they
of God.
cohabitate. So now we are Mutts.
when I run into
We're
different
mutts.
extremes, I believe in aliens. That's what makes me.
Yeah,
When when a person too dumb, he gotta be an alien. If he too smart, he's a fucking alien. Like, that's what I gotta be aliens on.
Like you're gonna run into either or. Like,
I think we right in the middle. That's why they
The
fuck
thing
with us.
is, how come
I never thought about
come,
a dumb alien though. That's
How
crazy.
come we never seen one though? Like
We don't know.
They're blended in. They're
they
still.
could be looking just like we.
Yeah.
So y'all think? Do y'all think aliens
Skinwalkers.
are smarter than us,
Nah,
I would hope
man,
so.
that's cap, man.
or y'all think?
I think so, to a certain extent.
I think we're very
Catch
far
a
behind
bad
other
one.
We can
beings
barely go
in
to the
the
goddamn
universe.
moon, and then it came from. We can barely go to the moon. They came from another planet.
I will tell you why, because we're the only people who actually hold each other back type shit. Not as black people, just humans in general. We would rather hold somebody back than letting them be great as they can be, and that's why we're not where we're supposed
I
to
think
be.
maybe in a way, the government aliens are protecting us for ourselves. Because, like I said, we would not be able to comprehend what they have to offer.
Right.
No, I
Whose
don't
fault
think-
is that,
I don't be thinking it's
Us
motherfucking
as
aliens.
people.
It's
Yeah.
robots for sure.
I feel like we
already
put
roam this
ourselves in
bitch.
boxes and limited our ability to accept a lot of extremes. Only thing we can accept is like
Right in front of us.
Yeah.
Maybe we can actually have an effect on.
We could step out of something and watch it on a screen and be like, "This is fiction." Like we can, use it as entertainment.
I think something happened because if you think about the human race, as far as like thousands and thousands of years, in the last 20 years, the advances we done had, something must have happened like in 2000. Maybe during the Y2K they came back and did some kind of black.
They was
hole
coming
shit
in
or
for the
something.
Yeah,
99
it has been a-
2000.
yeah.
It's been more growth in the past 20 years than it's been over the past thousands of years.
Yeah, for real.
And it's only getting faster.
It's only getting faster. So I'm like, the alien probably touched somebody. You know what I mean? And just gave him some kind of knowledge or something. And that's how we advanced
Something
to where we
happened
are.
Did anybody watch
That
like
shit's
the man
weird.
who fell from Earth? Yeah.
No, I want to see it though. I
That
heard
was
it's good
that
as
was
hell.
that was a good show. It was on Showtime. That was a good.
And
that was a good
everything,
one.
everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, basically, like it was like basically a twin planet. And he came down here to basically save his folks, type shit. So yeah,
Transformer shit.
I mean, I ain't. Yeah, I
Came from
mean,
Cybertron.
I don't believe it. I mean, but the Bible says.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's talk about the Bible real quick. The Bible said we're the only like human form. Like there's nobody else out there but humans. Like this the only planet, and God made only humans on it.
Yeah, but the
Who said
Bible
that?
also
Humans?
was
Of course.
man-made too. So I think he put whoever made
But
that.
who would lie though? Why would they lie?
I lie all the time. What you talking
You
about?
lie for
Why would
favor.
I lie for fun.
You lie for
It's-
They
favor.
just want us to know.
Hey, it's just the game telephone.
I was wondering where you were.
You're
So what about flat Earth and
Yeah,
that bullshit,
that theory.
other topic? Yeah,
I mean, I
That's an
ain't heard no
interesting
one.
concept,
I ain't
though.
heard no one fall off yet. So
right.
It's a very interesting concept though.
Yeah.
If you do enough homework, you'll just hear some things that just kind of make some sense. But
So,
Confirmation
so you
bias.
going along with what Kyrie said?
nah, I fuck with Kyrie for sure. But what
Okay.
I'm saying is, I focus more on controllables now in my life. I can't do nothing about the information if I do have it.
Yeah,
What am
yeah.
I gonna do with that?
100.
Right.
So I do my best not to stress those things. But I love
feel
hearing
it.
about it though, for sure.
all right.
All right, so let's also talk about something that was new this week. We had Bronny James who suffered cardiac arrest, and I mean he's
That's
what
heartbreaking.
is he? What 17, 18 years old?
18.
Yeah, they've
18
been
years
working
old.
that
I'm not
little
sure.
young man.
Yeah, so I guess the question is how.
Who brought up the
And-
vaccination? He got vaccinated?
So like, do we
sure.
think that's what the contributing thing is?
might
The-
be.
I do.
I don't believe
if he
it.
got vaccinated, I
It
do.
may be, but I think also too. I think
think
when
the whole
they
thing
be
alive.
working these young
don't
kids young, they be starting off at like 4
But
and so young, and it's like
You
now
sure?
what? How old is he?
18.
18.
Perspective-wise,
You already
though,
suffering a
Perspective
heart-
wise, his dad is probably the greatest athlete that's ever
He is.
Yeah.
took a
One-
breath at
one
this
of 'em.
point. So
Yeah.
if you to have these problems at 18 don't really make a lot of sense.
That or also too is just his
Supplements.
LeBron is in top shape still, like
That don't
40
mean
something years
nothing.
old.
That don't mean that
it
you'll
don't.
get,
It don't. But
it's also too those checkups and genetics. You need to check your blood and what
Yeah.
you eat, and when you dip down and really see what's going on, it'll really he could be the healthiest person looking. But
That
if he's
part.
not doing what he's supposed to be doing, because it's like 17, that's young. Also,
Yeah.
too, Shaq's son. We
yeah,
heard,
he
you
had heart
remember
problems.
Shaq? Yeah.
But
I-
Shaq has never been in tune like that with health and stuff. He never talked about it.
I just had a heart transplant
Ooh, oh
Really?
my goodness.
in 2019.
We're glad you're still here with us, my guy.
How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
How old am I?
Yeah.
34.
So yeah, it's crazy.
So-
Is that something family?
Was it genetic? Was it
I was born with it.
Okay.
No one in my family had any other issues. It was just luck of the draw.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Luckily, I was able to get a transplant, but it's a process. And going through everything I've gone through to that point, I can only imagine what his family's going through and what he's going through. Because you look at him, he's athletic. You can never tell anything's wrong.
Looking at you too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But 2019, I did 4 months in the hospital.
Wow.
So it wears and tears on you, but that's one of the most scariest things to go through something like that.
Yeah.
I bet.
Well, congratulations. And we're
Yeah.
happy
So
that-
at that age, from
Oh,
your
you doing
perspective, what
good.
do you think could contribute to that for him?
Something underlining that they were not looking for.
Yeah.
Could be maybe some of the supplements he might be taking. Obviously, genetics. There's a lot of factors that could play into that happening. I mean, yes, he's in shape, but there's still other things that they might not know about. So I'm pretty sure they're running countless of tests, and he's gonna have countless of things, like appointments that they're gonna do. Especially with his dad being who he is, his dad has the money, the resources to get all the specialists possible
Yeah.
to see why this happened and if it's ever gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So will this affect like his future
Put-
as far as getting drafted and everything? Like he's
Yeah, I don't think
LeBron
he'll play
James.
basketball no more.
Huh?
I don't think he'll play
Damn, that happens.
basketball.
That is going to
You don't think so?
Me personally, I think the whole thing was a lie.
Why?
Like I think they put fake information. I feel like personally he wasn't ready to play ball, and they put this lie out there.
All perspectives matter.
He's not ready because he has a big expectation to live
Very
up to.
big
He has to be as
expectation.
great as his dad, and he's not ready to play. So they had to make up some lie. You know what I'm saying? To not let him go straight to the league like he was supposed to.
I would rather be that, to be honest. I wouldn't want him to have a cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I feel like that's what
Because
happened.
and what do you know? Next thing you know, a couple of years, they'd be like, "Oh, he's good, and his heart is okay."
That's good for the
and all
story.
that.
Yeah.
You never
I got-
know. You
I got
just
a-
never know.
Remember that football player that dropped in the beginning of the season?
Yeah. and
DeMar
how he
Hamlin.
I
doing
feel like
good.
that was fake too. That was a whole skit.
they say everybody got storylines though. When you reach the NFL and NBA, you actually have a storyline to
Yes,
follow.
I heard about that.
I got a
like-
crackhead heart.
Illuminati shit. Back to the Illuminati.
I got a crackhead heart. I still feel good.
See? Look, you just never know. Like you say, it's a narrative that they put out on these football players where I heard that too, where they give them a story and they have to run with it.
Yeah.
And it just depends on how successful you be.
Yeah, that part.
It's
It's
crazy.
because I remember one of the guys that actually his name was Reggie Lewis, played for the Celtics. He had a heart condition, had just playing basketball. He never had any issues before, and ended up playing the game in the middle of the NBA game. He collapsed.
Wow.
Damn.
No contact on that. Just run up the floor by himself and just passed out.
See?
How old was he?
He was almost 30.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I heard
His
about
name's
that
Reggie
too.
Lewis.
Yeah, you don't really know what your body really
And then,
got
like,
going
you-
on, man.
And we talk about like the nutrition. And like I said, it could be like genetics and stuff like that. Because you also got like John Q.
Yeah.
That little boy, he was a little dude. He had a heart thing.
Yeah. It's just when it comes
So
to
it
the heart,
just-
it's
it's
crazy
things
that
happen,
we even
man.
talking about anything with the heart. Like I was saying, I didn't want to talk about this, but since we're talking about this, my mother passed away today,
Wow.
and she died of congestive heart failure.
Wow.
And it's just like you just never know. And she died suddenly. She was only 59 years old, so it was very young. But it wasn't like she was sick. I mean,
Yeah.
she was sick for like a couple of, and also I think it was when COVID had started, and they were just now getting the information on that. But you just never know when you're gonna die. You just never know how your heart gonna stop, and
Yeah.
you know, you just never know. And that's one thing that we have to understand is when it comes to your heart, liver, kidneys, and all that. But when it comes to your heart, ain't nothing. You can't stop that.
I died 4 times.
See, that's
In
crazy.
that process of getting your treatment.
I've been cardioverted with a hitch of the paddles.
Yeah.
Awake.
Damn.
Oh, awake.
Awake.
Wow.
10 times.
Do you think you gained anything from those experiences?
A lot of good stories.
Okay.
Hilarious stories.
What about
No
your
gifts?
perspective on like embracing life?
It taught me patience because that process, it's fair. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, have money, poor. Steve Jobs had $1 billion, couldn't get a transplant.
Yeah.
Really?
Damn.
So, and look how influential he was.
Yeah.
So it, like I
So the
said,
question is, you good now? You straight?
I mean, like I said, if I hadn't said nothing, you would have never known.
Right.
That's dope.
At
man.
all.
That's true.
Are you drawing your hair over there?
Right.
I'm trying to be a respectable black man and get a good government job, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
But I just stopped smoking like 2 days ago. Yes, I drink too.
But back to this shit, like I be feeling like they be faking a lot of shit, like the whole
They put a narrative on it.
Gunna and the whole Young Thug situation. I don't feel like that was real either. I feel like that whole shit was like a skit. You feel me?
To scare people.
Just, you know, because niggas in the street gonna eat it up. They gonna be like, oh, they got a Rico. You know what I'm saying? That's that.
Racketeering.
Yeah. Then after that, they drop an album. You feel me? Then everybody want to
So
go
do you
copy.
not think they're in jail right now? I mean, yeah.
I feel like they chilling somewhere on the island. 6ix9ine did the same thing. I feel like they all do that bullshit
And
publicity stunt.
I think it come full circle around what she was saying about the cloning. Like also with like the cloning Tyrone. It's just like they put this narrative on black people, and you have to have some kind of story to make money, because Gunna out now and his shit is
That's all
hella
it's
hot.
about. It's all
His
about
shit
the
is
money.
hot.
It's all about
His
the
shit is
moolah.
hot. So
That's what they doing it for. That's how you make that type of money.
Yeah.
They lying to the regular folks out.
The media runs the world, and people don't realize that. It's not
No, it
about what's
does.
true. It's about what you can make people believe, and it's that simple.
I have a question. Has Young Thug even said anything about Gunna
Nope.
this whole time? It's been everybody else, correct? Everybody else says, "Oh, he snitched, he snitched, he snitched."
Something like that. Yeah.
But pretty sure if Young Thug wanted to say that, he could have got that out.
Yeah.
But I have personally never heard him say that.
Nope. And they both came out with, like he said, with both albums. They both came out with albums.
Let's get deeper. I feel like the whole Migos situation.
Oh.
But let's talk about
say that.
sacrifices.
Oh yeah.
and all
We
that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's
We're gonna
get
go there,
deeper.
then we'll
You feel
really
me?
get deep.
Like, you feel
Y'all
me?
think that was a sacrifice?
I really do. I really
You
do.
think
I think
they
it-
You think that?
Yeah.
I sure hope not.
Sacrifice who?
You never know. Sacrifice
off?
Take
people.
off. Take off. They
You think they sacrificed Takeoff?
Nah, they would have to come up if they sacrifice.
Oh, let's get deeper. Let's talk about DC Fly and his situation
Yeah.
with his baby
With-
mama.
Yeah.
Was she something? Was she something?
You
I don't
see me?
know.
You feel it?
Was she something
I be
sexual?
like, what's
These
wrong with that
uncontrollables, I don't want to
boy?
speak on them. They're uncontrollables. I don't even want to speak on them.
You never know. That's
Is
just
that
also
what they doing?
Kanye and his mama.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
another one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
a
feel
lot.
people
It's
might
a
be
lot, you
speaking
know.
those things.
Who knows,
Don't-
man? Who knows? Shit crazy.
All right. So let's see.
Yeah.
All right, so another thing we wanted to get into was as far as when it comes to a relationship and you start to check out, like how that is, how do you approach that situation? What's the right thing to do? Do you,
Have a conversation.
okay,
You have a conversation. You be grown about it. I think, unless it's a toxic kind of situation or something like that, and you gotta be like, oh, peace, I gotta go. Then that's different. But I think if you can have a conversation with your mate, everybody got to do it.
Yeah.
How was that space created though, like to even like have that? Because I feel like for me growing up, I always shut down if I'm in a space where I don't feel like I can communicate properly. And when I checked out, I checked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I never been in that space before, so it was hard to get myself out of it.
Yeah. No, I think we all have went through a checkout point where it's like you don't even want to have a conversation. It's just
Yeah.
like you're like deuces. But in this day and age, I mean, you don't even have to do it right then and there.
Yeah.
Over time, I was in a relationship for a very long time, and I didn't tell my son's dad until I felt like, well, I should say I didn't explain to him why until I felt like I was in a space to tell him.
Yeah.
But I think you should have that conversation no matter when it is. If it's years or months or whatever, I think you should have that conversation.
But I have a question. So did you just do it? Because I feel like a lot of people will sabotage to get the other person
Oh, yeah.
to break up with them.
Yeah.
Because I just ended a relationship at the top of the year, and initially that was my instinct to get her, and I was like, you know what? I respect her too much. Let me just go on and just end this. So at least it's amicable, and if I do see her out,
It'll
not
be cordial and cool.
It's not you a piece of you did this toxic, and it's like no, like it's just not working out for me. I'd rather just go our separate ways.
And that's how it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's very mature.
okay
That's
speaking
very
for
mature. I am finding another chick on the side to secure, secure some kitty before I give up the kitty that's at
that's what
home.
I'm saying.
I think everybody.
I'm gonna be real.
not
I was
everybody.
I was afraid of her. I was like, she gonna stab me, yo.
Right.
She gonna- Hey, when I met her, I was like, oh, she looked like she fight niggas. So I was like,
Let me end
the
this
only-
yeah.
positive note.
The only time I've checked out a relationship has been because there's something else I'm checking into, like
Yeah.
type shit. Like I've never like naturally just been like, I'm about to leave this nigga and just be alone. No, I'm
Yeah,
about to
no,
leave you
it's
for
always
something better.
something.
Like,
gotta
it's
make
always
backup
been, I'm about to
plan.
leave you for
Always
something
But
better.
wait. So you got to the new one, and how'd that go? Did you? Because a lot of people jump to something new, but don't give them enough time to heal.
Ew, yep.
I mean, you know what? I'm not saying it always works out. We still learning.
Wait, what'd you say?
You gotta learn how to let it burn.
I'm
Just
still,
a little
I'm,
bit.
You know what I'm saying?
and I've been there before, but it always makes it easier when
You get monkey
have
bar.
something else.
You monkey bar that shit.
I love a good transition.
So
It
I,
depends on the situation. You know, if it's a situation where you're like, I ain't fucking with this nigga no more, fuck him, I can, I'll cheat
Yeah.
or whatever, you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm on a little piece on the side. But if it's on some, we grew apart and I ain't fucking with you.
I got a
like
question.
that,
I don't
Lead
think
up
I
to
ever
that,
grew
though.
apart from
What makes it
someone.
lead up to that?
To where you're just like, I'm growing
Yeah.
apart.
What's your breaking point?
Mine,
Yeah.
personally, shit, you got a habit or something. If you got a habit, if your mental is not right and you're not willing to change and make it better for the relationship, then I'm deuces. Because I'm at an age and a stage in my life where it's like I don't got time for the bullshit. So me, I'm totally different. I'm older too. So my checkout is if you not checking in with yourself. It's like for me, self-love is a big thing. So if you're not loving yourself, if you're not trying to better yourself, not just for me but for you, then it's deuces.
That's real.
So
Agreed.
that's
Yeah.
it's like also too, I'm trying to help you in a relationship. You want to help that person, you want to make sure that they good.
Yeah.
So if you can't help yourself, then nigga, no,
How you
I
gonna-
ain't about to help you.
Right,
Shit,
right.
it's deuces for
So
me.
for both of y'all, is like a lack of communication like a big thing as far as like
Yes.
why y'all check out as women? Because I feel like we're not taught to really express and open up a lot. So
Oh no, I checked that was a man because of lack of communication. We were going 3 to 4 days without speaking.
See,
Like, what are we doing?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
We ain't
I only
doing
see
that.
you on the weekend because our work schedule. Okay, I understand that. But now we're not speaking.
Yeah.
Nah, this ain't gonna work for me.
yeah.
Yeah, give me something to hold on to.
Communication
If we ain't
is key.
speaking,
And
then
that's
that
good
means
to
the
hear
first time
that.
I see you after that 3-4
Well,
days,
what made it
there'll be
worse?
Some head giving.
What made it worse is like
Stupid.
she was significantly older than
Something
me,
gotta go there.
and so I was like, okay, I think her communication skill would be
You
a
would
little
think
bit.
that would be better.
They don't come with age.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
fuck her.
someone,
I said I think.
Look, I don't need communication.
Fuck
to even
her. You move on.
meet. You don't need no communication to me. Like if you ain't see me 3-4 days, we ain't on talking terms. No
Yes,
problem. You ain't got to
yeah.
say shit.
Put a line through it.
You ain't got to
can't-
say nothing.
That's
but what
boogie
she
ass.
gotta do?
Come touch on me. Fuck that. You ain't got to
He
say
me
nothing.
like I want that physical.
Give me something to hold on to.
Oh my God. I can understand that too. It's like, that physical, yeah, you need. But also conversation. It's like, I mean, we don't need to like get all in depth all the time. But also too, I don't want to be mad and you try to touch me. It's different
Lord.
from
But as a man, we don't care.
I know y'all don't.
As a man, because y'all be
like-
mad. We were like, was she eating?
No.
She eating?
Maybe I want
Fuck
her.
with no man.
Maybe I wanted to cry and wanted her to hold me that night.
Right?
I'm principle based. Like some things need to be checked. Like some things need to be talked about. And like to go about something like it didn't happen, that always kind of bothered
What's
me.
up
the
with
wrong way.
these folks that don't know how to communicate?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
But he just
with
said
that?
it. He just said it right there. He's more as in, if you're not grown up
Man,
knowing
please
to
be.
how to communicate, you're not going to communicate that way. He probably know how to communicate, but he don't give a fuck.
Talk with, I love communication.
But then you
I like
said-
sign language. Talk with your hands. I like sign language.
I can feel that.
That's all I'm saying.
You stupid.
But
Give me
again,
some-
Hey, I got a
give me something to
question.
hold
Is
on to.
everybody into like the zodiac shit?
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
There we go.
I watched that episode of y'all talking about y'all zodiacs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it helps a lot.
I
for sure.
think-
It does.
I
man.
think
I
it helps.
agree.
I want people to understand me, and I want to understand other people, just to
Yeah.
a certain degree. But do not. I don't. Everything whether it be because I do tarot shit, I do a lot of shit. Free will is also a thing, so please do not lock into what this is supposed to be.
Like using
so,
it as an excuse.
Yeah. Free will is always
Yeah.
a thing. Just use this to understand, and
Yeah.
with this understanding,
It's like a guide.
make your
That
choices,
part.
make the right
like a guide.
choices, type
Yeah.
of shit.
I think,
So yeah.
and I think also too, you know, if you have a birthday, you have a birthday for a reason. And I think when you attach your birthday with your sign, not saying that everything is, you know, exact, but a lot of it is
Oh, that shit close.
hella
that
close,
shit
depending on your sign. So since we talk about signs, so what's everybody's sign?
Oh Jesus.
I'm a Taurus.
Taurus.
Oh,
Okay,
man,
that's why you
that's wild.
cool and
feel me?
collective.
I'm a
Yeah.
Cancer.
Grounding.
Who you are.
Happy late
Literally.
birthday.
I am a Cancer.
Yeah, what's you?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh yeah, you was
Sagittarius?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sagittarius. Yeah.
What's you?
I'm a Gemini.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gemify. Okay.
Yeah, I know. We get
Yeah.
shitted on.
Yeah, we know
Tough
about
with
those.
y'all.
Rightfully so.
Oh my god.
But I
I'm
think
an
when you
Aries.
the horoscopes, you read different horoscopes in different places. So it's like every horoscope is different. Like you
It
might
is.
read it in the paper, online, and you read it
See, I don't read
somewhere else or whatever.
horoscopes.
So
I
that's
don't
what you
read
make up.
horoscopes.
So some of the stuff you can make up because I'm like, hey, I heard that, you know, with Leos, I heard Leos suck dick on the first night. That's what I heard. That's what it told me.
Don't blame me, blame the stars.
Where you read that
I
at?
heard they do one night stands. Like,
Don't shoot the messenger, baby. Blame the stars.
Now that's
You know-
Scorpio.
yeah, you know.
That's Scorpio. Man.
Look,
No, that's not a Scorpio.
I'm trying to be real with
No,
you.
I'm a
They the freaks.
Scorpio.
They the freaks.
We freaks, but we won't be sucking dick on the first night. Not me.
So,
Also,
so
also too though,
Maybe the third. Sorry.
I
No,
feel like
you gotta
people
be
look
my
at the
man,
flaws of zodiacs and like find reasons to not fuck with people because of that. Like you can't use that also for a way to guide yourself and better
Yeah.
communicating with
Yes.
somebody.
Yep.
Like if you know I'm always closed off, then obviously you know how to communicate with me along them aspects of giving me space to open up, as opposed to forcing me to do it. But some
Yeah.
people see all those things as only red flags and they just turn them off.
What
mean,
zodiacs are canceled? Like you
Which
was
one?
not fucking with. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have
It's
none
like
of those.
I'm good. You get the boot.
I'll tell you
Never
one thing.
again.
If you a June Gemini, stay the hell
oh
around.
damn.
Stay the hell
Very
away
specific.
from me.
Very
I be
specific.
trying not to.
I'm a June Gemini.
Yeah.
June Gemini, stay the hell from around.
Why?
Damn,
Why?
What, Yeah, what happened? You
What
gotta
happened?
break it
What
down.
did he
It's
do?
his
Break it
experience
down.
that bring you to
I
that,
mean,
that conclusion.
I'm not even just talking about like not even just dealing with men. I'm just talking about personality wise. Like I think that those are very big personalities. I'm a big
What
like,
sign are you
personality.
again? Hold on. What?
I'm an Aries.
You're an
So
Aries,
like I'm
okay.
like for some
Yeah,
things
y'all-
there's not
y'all
but so
out
much
there.
room for
Out
you know
there.
two of the same like you know, and I feel like Gemini and Aries kind of give a big like they take up a lot of space in a room.
One of one of my best friends, 20 plus years, he's an Aries,
Yeah,
All
they say
my
we
close
make
friends are
good
Aries.
companions.
and he's
I fuck with
he's a
Aries,
very
I'm
big
saying.
My
personality.
fuck with Aries
sister
too,
and
though.
her husband are Gemini and Aries. And they're both of the signs are great signs. But Geminis,
Oh,
I was
Lord.
one for a very long time. My sister's a Gemini, my cousin's a Gemini, my auntie's a Gemini. I have a lot of Geminis around me. And they're good people, but I think when it comes to certain Geminis, people don't know how to accept them and accept their different personalities
Thank you.
and accept the different, you know, ways they can be. You gotta have kahunas to fuck with a Gemini.
Hey, that Sagittarius back there, she been dealing with me for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
November or December?
December
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
See.
December what?
15th.
That's my daddy birthday. That's crazy.
They did.
Crazy.
And she got my mama birthday. That's
Hey,
crazy.
hey, keep it down.
Yeah. So,
'Cause I don't know how real it is. Was like, I've never been like in a guy group and we talk about like
Zodiac,
zodiacs.
no.
But
It's
we
always
talk about it around women because we learn that shit.
You learn from
To
the
fuck
women.
with
They got the
y'all.
answers, bro.
Huh?
The women have the answers. When you
Yeah.
learn about that
So
stuff,
we'll
they got
talk
a lot
about
of
that shit. We'll
information.
talk about that
for
shit
you.
around y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good for y'all to know.
Nah, me and my homies talk about it because he's a Gemini too, and he be like, we get shit on. I'm like,
See.
I know Donald Trump a Gemini. That nigga.
hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Thug life.
He is.
But we also learn.
And
We're learning
Tupac,
ourselves
too.
better. now.
Kendrick Lamar, Lauryn
Yeah.
Hill,
Different
Yeah.
perspective.
It's
Three
a lot of real
Stacks.
niggas
Yeah.
that's Gemini.
Yeah.
Biggie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm there with Oprah.
Yeah.
Me and Oprah got the same
Crazy.
birthday.
I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. Like some of my favorite majority of my favorite entertainers are Gemini. Like
Kanye. Explains a lot.
Yeah.
Tupac, like
Hey, but Jay-Z,
Geminis.
you already know.
left
Yeah,
out.
is
Like,
it Checkin?
these
Number
people
4, baby.
are all Geminis. Like, so it's like I give credit where it's due. Like the world needs Geminis. Just,
Oh, we all need
just
to hear.
keep, yeah.
She like relationship.
She keep giving me side eye. She's like Gemini.
Hold on, when's your birthday?
June 12th.
June 12th. Okay.
Yeah.
Look.
I
If you
can't
cross
do it.
me, I'll add that to my list. I'll be like, okay, so June 12th, motherfuckers. Because I got some June 3rds, some June 8ths. I'm like, it's a trend.
But yeah,
June
the June
16th?
Geminis are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
They
I said, the
made.
world needs Geminis.
But who do you fuck with? That
Who
was
I
who you
fuck with?
canceled. Who do you fuck with?
Who do I fuck with? I love me some Libras, and I love me some Scorpios.
Some lucky Libras, huh?
Love me Libras and Scorpios. I'm coming across a lot of Taurus. I'm starting. I
good
think
people.
Taurus are good people.
They
Yeah,
are.
I think they're probably like the purest. Majority of the
They're
Tauruses
my
I come
best
across
friends
are
are
very
Taurus.
pure.
Yeah, they're and my
I
brothers
don't know,
are
man. Them
Taurus.
Taurus is crazy on my end. Taurus is crazy.
But you're a Sagittarius, so y'all crazy.
They
too.
call y'all Sagittarius.
You believe that?
Sagittarius.
Man, we the most coolest people. We just keep it real. We solid.
That's how Aries are. though,
And
too.
loyal as fuck.
Around and find out.
You
If you don't
feel
fuck
me?
around, you don't find out.
It's a real thing. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel that way. Like I feel like I'm just the same way in general. Like, cause I'm very heavy in Scorpio. So like I'm Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Rising.
Yeah.
So like I'm very like fuck with me if you want to.
y'all could
Fuck
blow-
with me if you want to.
y'all get down
See?
if
That's a
y'all
good
want to.
combination, Scorpio and Aries. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm very loyal
Somebody getting
to
beat
my
up.
folks, but fuck with me if you want to. Like,
Yeah.
I don't let nothing slide. We talking about it in therapy though. We working on it.
Proud of you.
Okay. There we go.
Niggas don't want to go to
Speaking of therapy,
Niggas don't
hey,
want
show of hands. Anybody in therapy? Anybody tried it? Anybody?
to. Motherfuckers
everybody-
refuse. I ain't going to
tried it.
therapy. Shit.
There
You
you
tried
go.
therapy? How was it for you?
I feel like my situation different given everything I've been through. So it's hard
This was post surgery.
post, during.
Right, right.
Okay.
All of it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was on steroids for a while. That shit fucked me up.
See?
I was
So
cry-
what you go to therapy for?
I mean, like I say, for me it's hard because being African American, young, not having many places to go to talk about that was really hard. So I think that's why I went to therapy. But even then, it's still hard to find someone that you can relate to
Yeah.
because it's a very small percentage of people that go through something like that. On top of
Being black.
So what was
Being
it for?
just everything, like
Like,
the stuff
the
I've
trauma
gone through.
that he had
Yes.
to go through.
Oh, I
with
feel it. I
The,
feel
the
it.
whole.
Did you
was
go
it
for a long time?
hard for you to go?
No,
Was
Was
it
it-
hard for you to go?
no, my mom made me go.
Oh,
Right?
this was
Were
when
you
you was
grateful
a
that you
young
went?
No.
little guy.
I asked to speak to a therapist when I was in the hospital though,
How long this
because
is now?
Shit, he's smart. He the first nigga I
it's
know that
just
went.
something
For
that
real?
you can't
I don't
prepare
know
yourself for.
fucking- Who go to therapy?
So
It's people
I just needed someone to
I know,
talk
we
to
need to all
because
go.
trying to talk to
Mental
family
health.
friends, they're
Mental
too
health.
involved. I need someone that's objective and not invested into everything.
Yeah.
So I think that was the reason why I asked to speak to a therapist.
But it wasn't beneficial for you.
I did the group thing. I was the only one under the age of 30, so and minority.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
It didn't
I
feel like
need-
a safe space.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you still going?
Have you given up
Oh,
on
no.
therapy? Like, do you think you'll never try therapy again? Or
I mean, I try to get like 2 or 3 cries out. I think that's healthy. A year. Apparently, it doesn't work.
Well, if you get the resources, would you
Yeah.
go?
Yeah,
Okay. Because I do have resources.
I've done some speaking at UCSD back in February. My best friend, his brothers, basically going through the same thing. So I've been just supportive of him and trying to explain everything that's going to go through that he's going through. And he called me the other day and was like, "I appreciate it." He was like, "Because no one understands."
Yeah, it's hard, and like he said, we don't hear a lot of African American, just men or women, going to therapy, and I think people need to seek therapy, and there is so many resources out there for us that we can get it. So yeah, good conversation in general, and I
Yeah.
think we all need to.
That's when you put that clip up at the end of the show and let them know the resources to go
Yeah,
find
Yes.
and stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Real
do that.
time.
Because I think we need it. We are a group of people that are subject to a lot of trauma, And I think we need resources out there that show us that it's okay to talk about your feelings and talk about, you know, your situation. You know,
If anybody wants to see the video after the pod, let me know.
a video of you.
Of my heart transplant.
Oh yeah, I would.
Oh wow.
Oh, dope.
Whoa.
I
Yeah, I
love
got
it.
videos.
Oh yeah, I would.
They got the whole thing.
That's what I wanted to ask you though.
Surgeon
I just showed him. He was
showed
like,
me.
oh.
I wanted to ask you though, like, what was it like your first time
Look
watching
graphic.
that, like afterwards?
I said, that's fucking dope.
Because you were
So
live
do you
to
have
say
a
that.
heart? Is it a transplant from someone that?
A crackhead.
Oh really?
Man, why you?
I'm serious.
How you know he was that though?
They told me.
Passed away?
No, they
told
they
you.
legally had to tell you. They were like, he is an ex-IV user. They have to disclose that. They didn't tell me his name,
So
age.
heroin.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get specific.
So I was like, am I gonna get the shakes? Am I gonna get some deep? Like, am I gonna be in there
Did
just?
anything come
on
with
some
that?
on some
Side
Cravens.
I mean,
Yeah.
it had to be a little bit better than the one you was working
Yeah.
with. Come on now.
You know, hey, no, so, no,
You got some cravings.
That
no.
part.
Check this out. So during the process,
That part.
they were like, we've been using hearts infected with hepatitis A or C because they can cure it now. And I said, am I gonna get a discount?
Right.
Like,
Crazy.
How much did your heart cost?
Wait.
I tell them every time, if I die, you ain't gonna get the money back. But if you keep me alive, at least you could harass me for it. I still ain't gonna get the money though.
What would they asking for it?
You know how Dr. Bills
about
work.
hearts like
I'm
that.
very intrigued.
Yeah.
I'll be
Millions.
Wow.
Millions?
Millions.
Oh,
Because
they can kiss my ass.
well, because I
Come
had
on
2
now.
heart surgeries in 2019. I had an LVAD, artificial heart pump.
Mm-hmm.
I had that in January, and then my transplant was in September. So, and that's just 2. I've had 5 surgeries total my whole life.
Damn.
So,
Right.
Good insurance, boy.
hey,
That part.
don't go to Kaiser. Go to UCSD if you got heart shit. I'm so you know.
Yeah. No, for real.
What a
Wow.
question.
Wow, you got a
Sure,
$1
it's
million
fire.
heart, multi-million dollar heart right there.
Yeah.
That's a good heart.
True.
That's a good heart.
I
That's
asked.
crazy. So what is a healthy heart worth? Come on now.
Yeah.
Is it the same? Is it
Why
the
y'all think
same?
some of these babies gone? Like, why y'all think some of these kids
I don't
is
know.
gone?
I
Like, seriously.
Oh yeah, does that factor like the size, like the age of the heart? Do you got to match up the age? Like
it's gonna go by anatomy, and because I'm a little bigger of
Y'all
a
gotta
person,
change the subject.
I had to have a male
My
heart.
heart palpitating.
I mean, you need to
He
eat.
feeling it.
That mean you need to eat better. Come
It's
on now.
it's anatomy, blood type, and antibodies
Okay.
are the
Yeah.
biggest factors that contribute to
I heard.
your heart.
This is valuable information.
Yeah, for real.
See, this
Wow.
is so dope.
I'm glad we
Right,
had this
I'm grateful to
conversation.
have you
Yeah, it's a
here.
cool
Come on
conversation for sure.
Yeah.
really
It's
good.
crazy because we're talking about that. You know, it seemed like it's better to get a heart than a kidney.
I almost had to do a double transplant. I
Oh,
know a
wow.
guy who has a double transplant, heart and kidney same
Oh, that's
time.
what double transplant mean?
Yes.
Damn.
And he's cut open like the Mercedes sign
Wow.
because they did it all at one time.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some good doctors.
Wow. For real.
Good doctor.
My car is in the back, nigga.
Mine in the back too.
Who car is that?
It's drop.
Oh, it's driving off.
Jeez.
It's driving off.
All right. So another thing we was talking about before the show, we was talking about as far as using children as casualties of war. Like as far as like, say you have children with somebody and y'all aren't getting along, so your way of punishing your partner or your co-parent, whatever the case may be, is by keeping the children from them, or you know, this where you're threatening like hanging like child support over their head, like things like that. I don't have any children, so I can't really speak too much on it. I do have I'm a child of that, so I can speak on that.
Well,
so
what-
That perspective is important.
What was your perspective though?
It's a real thing.
okay, so for me, being like
You the
being an
pawn.
adult now and having a relationship with my father, which I was not able to have for a good majority of the time legally, now getting his perspective and stuff like that, I'm seeing that we were used as a punishment, you know what I'm saying? And before, like growing up, like my dad was portrayed as the scariest person that, you know, like we had to stay away from him and stuff like that. And I remember one of the times like we had to go to court, and like my dad, and I honestly, like my dad's locked up right now currently, and I blame my mom a little bit because I feel like she institutionalized him because she would get him locked up over dumb shit, and after a while that shit don't mean shit to you. So I remember one time we went to, like, my mom had court or whatever, because anytime you apply for any type of government assistance or whatever, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is the father and why are they not contributing? So my mom never took my dad to court for any child support, but my mom was getting government assistance. So anytime she was getting TANF, food stamps, whatever, then that's when they take him to court and shit like that. And she would hate that because it's like, she's like, that's poking a bear type shit. And she's like, I don't want nothing to do with this motherfucker. Like, I don't want to, like, anything like that. But I remember one time going to court with her, and they was like, you make this amount, like, my dad is a veteran, so he makes a certain amount of money a month or whatever. And they were like, you make X amount of money, blah, blah, you owe this amount of money in child support. They were like, you need to pay this amount of money by whatever, or go to jail for 6 months. My dad literally looked like, he shrugged his shoulders, said, see y'all in 6 months. Walked over to the motherfucking Sheriff Brown, I'll never forget, walk over, and that was it. He gave 6 months. Here you go. Y'all can have 6 months. Like, so little shit like that, that was interesting to me because at the time I didn't know my father at the time. So this is me, like, I ain't seen this motherfucker in years. I go to court with my mom just to support her, and this was the conversation. I'm like, damn, like, we struggling, you making this amount, like, you, the VA taking, like, they taking care of you, we struggling, like, so I'm like,
and people don't be understanding when
type shit.
You put your spouse or whoever it is, man or woman, on child support, you're not getting all of that money anyway.
And you're not. My
the
mom never, So he never even tried. But there were also times where it would be on some random shit where this motherfucker would just drop out of house and, like, drop some money off in the yard, like, type shit, and be like try to keep his distance because protective orders and shit. He'll try to keep his distance.
That's why.
But he'll drop some money in the yard and be like, "This all I got." It'll be some random shit like, "We ain't seen you in years." Like,
I would never ever hold my child over my son's dad's head. It's just like, I think it's how you raise. It's how you're raised. If you're raised with a situation where your mom did that or your dad did that, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna do that to your people too. My mom was, with my dad, and she broke up with him, but she never put him in the limelight where it was fuck this nigga. So I think it stems down to how you're raised, and I think it's fucked up that women use their kid as that. It's a
lot of bitter baby mamas
and bitter baby daddies.
But it's unfortunate for the children, most importantly,
and that's what they don't get.
Because it's like, for me, like, looking at shit, like, all, like, I could have had a daddy, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I could have had a daddy,
but,
like,
relationship
because
with your dad.
you took shit personal, or you, like, your pride and shit, like exactly. So it's like, for me, I really respect the fact that I can have a relationship with my dad, so now I can get it, like, his perspective and everything like that. But I think the main thing that was harmful for him is, like, he lost everything. Like, she kept his family away from him. He went off to war, came back, and his family was gone. And that's when he went off the deep end, like, went on to drugs and shit. Like, he had nothing to live for. And, like, that, so, like, it can go that deep. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, it really can get that fucking far to where you have nothing to live for. Like,
and that's why we need,
I really hate that for him.
Now, this day and age, we need women and men to step up. But let's get a man perspective. What you think?
Hey, these little niggas need their daddy.
They do.
Yes.
Women too.
Yeah, facts. But coming from a man's perspective, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a
Fathers
lot of emotional niggas out
important.
here. You feel me? He needs I feel like a father's job is to make the son use his head. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these niggas. They don't use their head.
Yep.
You feel me? They walk around super emotional. They ready to fight. You say something to them, they ready to pop off. That's all emotions. I feel like because he was raised by his mother, you feel me? He adopted those emotions because he didn't have a daddy in place to tell him, yo, you know what I'm saying? These young niggas be going to jail.
It wasn't a balance. I think what it was.
It's a balance.
It wasn't a balance. When you get too much of, not even too much, but when you have a mother as raising a son, because that's me. I do have a 15-year-old son, and I wish his dad was more in his life to get him just that balance. Not because I think you men need that emotional part of you guys. I think you should be able to express yourself and be able to articulate your feelings. But I think you need to also have your dad to show you what a man can do, and also a man can show emotion. So I don't want to take that away from it, but I want little boys to understand that it doesn't make you soft to be
Make you
raised by a
stronger.
woman, but you do need your daddy to show you the
Look
the way.
at my daddy taught me how to love a woman. You feel me? And make up with
See?
people too. Like a lot of these
have
motherfuckers in
integrity.
relationships, the first thing something go wrong, they ready to, you know what I'm saying? Check the deuces. When you see my mom and pop stuck it through, you feel me? And like,
That's
when I
beautiful.
seen it go bad, I seen how my pops made up to my mom's, and I saw that as a little boy, and now I know, like in
It
my
shows you.
relationships, you know what I'm saying? You don't give up the first time something go wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And
You wanna
that's
stick with it.
that's
Yeah,
what I be
learn
telling
from it.
people too. It's like a lot of boys to teach boys how to go and get and fuck girls, when not enough men teaching men how to love a woman. Like,
Yes.
I didn't have that growing up. I had to learn love for myself as far as how to really engage. Shout out to my mom so for being there for me however she can be, but still from the male perspective, I've never seen a real healthy relationship, so I didn't know how to have
That's
one.
crazy.
Yeah.
and
that's crazy.
it bothered me when the perspective actually hit though, because it's like, damn, I can't blame nobody. It's just we're not around it, so I had to learn what that was for myself. And I'm
that's
enjoying the
dope.
process though.
See, and that's dope that you can even can articulate that and see like, yeah, me being around a woman or my mom showing me love, but also too, you know, being around that man, it showed you also too what to do.
Yeah.
But you need both.
Yeah,
Like,
all
we
the men
need
in my
both.
family been locked up at least once. Like I literally
See?
grew up going to visit people in jail, and I thought that shit was normal until I got around people who have never been to a jail before. So all that it
Man,
even
we all
changed how I
grew
live
up
my pops.
dysfunctional as fuck.
Yeah.
I
We do,
know I
and that's
did.
why we need therapy.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
That's why we need therapy.
Dysfunctional.
What you think, Boogie?
For me, it's just like when it like, well, I just call it what it is. I don't know a whole lot of men keeping their kids from the female.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that. So really,
Hey,
what it
shout out
is
to the
is
good
women
dads out here,
keeping
too,
the
though.
kids
For
away from
real.
daddy.
Yeah.
Shout out to the good
Playing
dads.
chess on a nigga.
Yeah. And I
That's
think
just
it's
what that
also
is.
too, you guys gotta understand, it's like, you know, we say bitter baby mama. We say that, but then also too, it stems back from her past when you have a man that's doing you wrong. It's just, and it's vice versa. Not saying that all men do women wrong, because women be doing some shady ass shit. Like hella fucking
We
shady.
appreciate you. We
Like
appreciate
seriously.
you.
But I think
Thanks for
it's,
keeping it 100.
no, I'm
for sure.
serious. It just stems down from how you was raised. I mean,
I just be wondering about the superpowers y'all say y'all be having. What is it? I'm trying to understand these superpowers. Like y'all mature faster than us, but y'all still keep getting tricked into getting fucked. Y'all say I got women's intuition, but you can't seek out a bad,
Because you
a
know
good
why?
man. I don't understand. What are these
why is
superpowers?
because we be trying to put our trust into y'all. We
Where
be
is the
trying to.
superpower?
It's not about having a superpower.
Like, we
It's
need
you
that
want to
black
give a
girl
nigga
magic.
a chance,
Where's the magic
and then
at?
you give a nigga a chance, and he keep doing shit to you. Then you
But
like,
your
what the
intuition
fuck?
should have told him he was fucked
No,
up.
we know our intuition be saying he fucked up. We don't, because we be trying to love on y'all. That's what.
Y'all ignore the
We don't know how to
red
receive.
We
Love.
be ignoring because why
That's
we be wanting to
crazy.
give you guys a chance after a chance
Here you go.
after a
Here you go
chance.
too, though, because I can tell y'all getting a little triggered by that one. But we're not being taught to be vulnerable again in that aspect of it.
Exactly.
So it's like we don't know how to properly receive
So
love.
we be trying to teach y'all.
Yeah. So it's like it's a difference between getting love
But
from your
not no
mom
more.
and your,
Not no,
you feel me?
They say we trying to teach y'all cold hearted. We the simps now.
No.
That's God.
We
That's
done
what-
Point me
traded
to the
places.
simps.
Well,
It's
I'm in
super
tune. I
simps
ain't
out
no
here.
we
simp.
can.
man.
I can agree
I'm
to
very
some
much
of that.
in tune with my emotions.
I think the roles have
important.
changed in a lot of the aspects of life right now when it comes to dating and men. It seems like men want, and I can understand you want your flowers and you want to be treated well, as you should. But also, too, you got to do that first and then you'll get that. I think that is just how back in the days it was. I saw this thing on social media where it was an older gentleman and his granddaughters was talking to him, and he had like this expensive shoe, and his granddaughter was like, Pawpaw, did grandma ever have to pay her own bills? And he was like, nah. He was like, her money was her money. And I can understand that. He was like, long as she was straight, I was straight.
Yeah.
And that's how it was back in the days. But then we got to understand the times were different. It was just like, I'm going to make sure my husband's straight, and he going to make sure I'm straight. Now it's all about all men or all women for themselves.
Well, I look at it like men don't give a fuck about love. We care about respect. Respect me, or
Facts.
you love. I mean, we need you to respect me. The love shit that's like additive. We rather you be. I got two rules in my house:
Respectful.
respect
Motherfucker.
and gratitude.
Respect,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it should be
That's
vice
all it
versa. I mean, especially if you're a man that's leading and you know what you're doing, I'm going to respect you regardless. But if you a man that is not on your shit and not, because
What's not on your shit?
What's not on your shit is you're not taking care of home. You're not making sure that
Taking
your
care of
family's
yourself,
straight.
like-
You
yeah.
ain't bringing the bacon.
Yo, fuck,
No,
you
just
letting your shit
you know
stack
your
up,
mental
like-
health and your health for your family. Like seriously, like if you doing what you're supposed to be doing, like taking care of home, is as in
But
you don't have to want for anything in your family, and that's vice versa. Women should be doing the same thing.
but
too.
we're taught that to provide, to
Protect.
go. We don't always stop to check our mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And
Y'all
that
won't
gets-
even tell a nigga either. They won't even tell
yeah.
a nigga he falling. Y'all just start treating
No,
a nigga weird.
a real woman
You gotta figure
will.
it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends
What's wrong
on.
with her?
It depends on. Well, for one, yeah. Like
What's wrong
if you
with you,
met,
nothing?
it depends.
Yeah,
Like
you know what
if that
I'm saying?
person is checking out and she's checked out a long time
Y'all
ago,
just
9 times
check
out of
the
10,
fuck out.
women
Don't
won't
tell
say
nobody
nothing.
you checked out. Y'all just.
But if it's a situation where she is upfront and she's been telling this man he's not doing that shit, then what conversation you're having?
I don't know too many of those.
I got a question for y'all too, as far as like understanding the whole balance of having a feminine and masculine energy. Everybody has it, but everybody's so focused on only being taught to be kind of engaged with one side of it. That's why a lot of people are not balanced enough to even get in a full scale
agree.
relationship. So it's like I don't know what women would fall short of that, but as men, since we don't be balanced with our emotions, we always seem like a
Right. broken
broken person in a relationship because we're not taught that is valuable.
Yeah. I
They gonna
agree.
just blame it on us anyway.
No, I think well,
It's not for blame though. It should we all should be figuring this shit out together
Yeah.
as opposed to
Yeah.
seeing whose side is
How
at
how
fault.
come y'all don't never take accountability?
it depends on that
Because they're
person.
victims. It's easier to be a victim.
The victim, y'all
true.
always that's some Karen
Victim
shit.
mind.
No, she's not saying it the wrong
That's
way.
a
She's saying
victim
what you need to do. Like that's it's valid.
It
Like,
is.
It's easier to be a victim.
It's the same in that court
Y'all
system though.
always
Like
say y'all the victim.
it's always in favor of the mother of the child for real.
Yes.
When things go
She
wrong.
got to be a crackhead
Yeah.
And it's sad.
and a whole bunch of other stuff for her to lose custody of the kid. Like,
But it's like everybody knows these
They
things
win.
though,
They
but they
win.
you know
We
they
don't
use it
make
to their
it-
advantage whenever it's time
we
to.
Always
don't
win.
make the
Yeah.
changes.
All I do is win. That's y'all right there.
No, it's not all of us. It's the women that you
I'm one of
encounter.
them.
Look
Yeah,
at her.
It's me.
See, exactly,
really-
and
she all
she
she does.
I'm one of
me.
them. Like I am. Like, and it's like I hate that, but if I can find a loophole for me to be right, I'm gonna find it. Like, and
At
it's
least
like
you
I don't
honest.
even. At this
wait,
point,
at
it's
least
not
you
even
honest.
consciously. It's just like
See, and I'm
Even to the
different.
detriment-
I
it's like me
learn.
getting to the root of it. Like, so why did I do this?
Even to the
It's
detriment
because
of your
this.
relationship?
See, me, I'm different.
Even to the
I need
detriment of your
I need you
relationship?
to teach me
You'll find a
something.
loophole?
I'm willing to be
It's some- yeah,
teached and
it
taught.
sucks.
I don't want to be right all the time.
Man,
you know,
I ain't never heard no shit like
I'm
that.
serious.
I heard it, but it
I-
don't never play out like that.
I try not to do no wrong. So
It-
if
it don't
that
play
if that
out.
comes
It-
on my plate, it's like, am I really wrong? Let's talk about it. I don't know.
see, no, that's
I
not
had a
good.
reason for what I did.
Kayla, that is
I know
not
you
good.
don't fucking
I know it's not. That's why I brought. Like I was like,
That's good.
You like. Not every woman. I am one of those
Yeah,
women.
and I'm
so
glad
yeah,
that you said that.
I am one of those women. Like, and it's like just naturally. I
Look,
would
bro, she
find
being
the
accountable.
loopholes.
She being
I would
accountable.
find the
Yeah.
loopholes.
Yeah.
She being
She's
accountable.
She's taking the
She being
accountability.
accountable.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
That's what's up, though.
and I
Yeah.
like,
Taking
and I feel like that's
accountability.
unfortunate for my part. Like I really do. Like that's unfortunate for my partners because like it's not even
Rare
intentional at this
moments.
point. It's like if I can find a way for me to have a reason
Proud
for
of
But
why
you.
I
then that
did what
all
I did
stems
or
down to
why
how
I,
she was raised.
But see,
though,
they talk
too.
like this to get in there.
I was raised by a white woman. That's why I hate it.
That shit don't be happening.
It does be happening.
Don't say for me.
It does be
no,
happening.
I don't listen to none of y'all. I don't listen to women. I don't listen to none of the women say. I listen to what they do.
That yeah,
Y'all be like,
exactly.
oh, I want you to be in touch with your feelings or whatever. Okay, let a dude
No,
be
I
vulnerable with you or some shit like
I love
that.
a
That is a
vulnerable
fucking
man.
weapon on your first argument.
No.
But no, but we want you to be because that's what you say. You want me
I
to be
think
vulnerable.
women don't understand.
You say
that,
you
though.
want me to do this.
You
shit.
got one
Man, this
chance to
game
allow
is
me to be
crazy.
vulnerable and
You
fuck
need to
that up. After that one chance you fuck it up, it's over with.
Yeah.
Because I don't get to do this much. So if I allow myself to do this with you and you go against that
Especially with
grain,
men.
it's over for you.
If a man opens up to you and is vulnerable, like
It's over with.
and you fuck like if you fuck that up, you might have even fucked it up for everybody else.
Yeah.
Like,
That part.
Yeah.
that's the unfortunate
That
thing
is
about
hella.
men. So whenever I get a man that's like
That is so. She is so right. It's
I-
funny you said that because my son, dad, years ago when I first started dating him, he talked about a relationship that happened to him like in fucking 6th grade that a girl
Yeah.
did to him, and he held on to that.
This what
So-
I
Hold
on to-
Nah,
I
for real.
said-
And that's probably what he was.
She broke my heart in 3rd grade. I ain't let it go
And I
yet.
think what it was, he was vulnerable at that time. He opened up, and she, and I can understand that. And for me, as a woman that's raising a son,
Yeah.
and I could be some of my ways. I could be, you know, a fucking mom, and I have to understand, like, I don't want to put in his head that all women are like this.
Yeah.
So I can agree with what. Yeah,
like,
when you fuck up a boy or a man when they're young, that shit sticks.
I feel like women chase the highs of love, and men run away from the lows of heartbreak. Because like when a girl gets you overly vulnerable and you see that side of yourself that you never seen before, there's no way you're trying to see that shit again.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I think a lot of
no
men
way.
end up killing girls.
And see, I think that's why, like,
It got dark.
I'm serious. Like, so many of these men have been vulnerable with these women.
Yeah.
That they be like, okay, well, I didn't open myself
Yeah.
up to you. I ain't gonna get with another woman that I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate.
You know?
That's very sad.
But that's called being a simp.
That's not being a simp. I think that's just
Secretly
crazy.
idolizing mediocre pussy.
Wow.
I think that was mediocre.
Oh, wow.
That's what a simp is.
Okay, hold on.
Idolize that.
That part.
I don't want to
good
get
to
off,
make you a
I don't want to
simp.
get off topic, but I also want to say, okay, so y'all know how last week we was talking about like what we said, $1,500 coochie. What we
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Way overpriced.
So do y'all really think that there's a chance that there is $100,000 coochie out there?
Of
No.
course it is.
Don't
No.
exist.
Of course it is.
It do.
Celebrities lame as fuck. They gonna pay
Yeah,
for
they
it.
gonna pay for
They
it.
lame
That's
as hell.
$100,000
Yeah, they
coochie.
lame as hell.
Yeah.
Because okay.
And I think it's not just
That's
the
someone being
coochie.
worth
I think
it
it's
for.
like
It's
what
value
you do
more
with
than
it.
God.
Okay, so the reason why I want to talk about this.
Future and all them niggas.
Yeah,
They be paying for it.
I think it's what you do with it.
Okay, so we talked
But they
about this
don't really
last
pay
week,
for
and I
the
found
pay
it
for the
ironic
discussion.
because I remember a month ago I was like, you know what, I'm about to start selling $2,000 coochie once a month. $2,000, my bills is paid.
So it's not just your
and
coochie.
so-
I think it's everything that you do. It's like, girl,
Yeah,
you
no,
got to give them a
experience, right?
Is that
So
the
I'm talking
weekend
to my
rate, or
ex,
is that
and I'm
just for the
like-
night?
I told him this theory, and he was like, "You sell your coochie for $2,000." I'm like, pissed off. I ain't never gonna talk to you again. He's like, So then he's like, I'm like, you boosting. He's talking about something. You sell your coochie for anything less than $10,000. You tripping? I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, ain't nobody buying no $10,000
Yes, they
coochie
are.
out here.
Yes, they are.
He
He's
You
like,
go to
you sell
Miami.
your coochie for anything less than $10,000.
She gonna do that.
I'm gonna put her on Fig. I'm gonna put her on Fig.
What's that? What's
Figueroa.
Oh, Figueroa, yes, I
So I'm like, let me see. Is there a market for $100,000 coochie? Is there a such thing as $100,000
Yeah.
coochie?
Yeah.
Like when you get into the
It's got to be a whole
celebrities.
experience.
You get married, you pay for it.
Yeah.
That's
Perspective.
crazy. Married-
Perspective.
Who the fuck is married in here? Ain't nobody
I'm
married.
married. I'm
We
married.
got some married folks.
Yeah.
You don't wear your ring.
We got a married folk.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
Right?
I'm an electrician. I don't want to get.
Right? You're like, seriously, you're going to visit me.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
When'd you get married? How long you been married?
I've been married 19 years.
That's
That's a
beautiful.
long time.
Congratulations.
Man, tell them about how successful your kids are. You a great dad over there, man. Don't,
Yeah,
it's time for you to put
We
that
was,
light on
talking about,
you.
we was chopping it up
Yeah.
before the show. I was
For
like,
sure.
all right now.
He be
Oh,
trying to downplay
These kids
it.
make more money than I do, and I ain't even being funny. I wish I
I'm
was
serious. I
joking.
want you to be a mentor of mine. I'm
I
dead
got
ass
with you,
serious.
man.
For sure.
I'm
for
all
sure.
for it.
So
too,
how'd you
man.
know it was her?
She did stuff completely different than any other female. Like to meet, let's say we 19, 20 years old, whatever, to meet her, and then it's like she know I worked a whole lot, and it was just the effort.
Is she
The
still
thing-
maintaining that
Cra-
today?
Yeah, crazy about it is the fact that 'cause she was raised by her dad, a single dad.
He probably showed her
Fathers
what a
are
man needed.
important.
So,
Very.
so when she knew I worked
Yeah.
a whole lot,
Fathers are
she would come
important.
over and be like, she was like, hey, while she knew I could really spend the time, she was like, well, I'm gonna come over and you know, I'm gonna buy some groceries, I'm gonna cook something. So it wasn't even the
Straight
first
to the
date.
house, yeah.
And when we actually went on the first date, you know, we joke about it because she was like, you took me to Arby's or whatever. Once again, it was my confidence was like, we went to Arby's because I wanted a $5 beef and cheddar sandwich. It ain't got to do with you. I asked you, did you want to go with me?
please let
And
this
you
be a
went with
sister.
me.
Please let this be a sister you talking
She
about,
is.
right?
No, yeah,
She
okay,
is.
100%.
Yeah, of course.
First of all, I didn't know people even go to Arby's for real.
Oh, that was in Virginia.
Right?
Oh, bet.
So that was-
Virginia.
Hold on.
But that was like I said, that's back in the
I
It's
just
one over there where I
2000s.
live.
No, we had Arby's where I'm from, but we going to Waffle House first. anything but not Arby's. I thought that's like white people type shit.
Correct.
I ain't never had that shit.
No.
in my life.
They
You never had Arby's?
Nobody. I don't know black people that go to
Arby's
Arby's.
I haven't had it in years.
Motherfuckers hate Arby's because it's a trend.
But it's so many Arby's everywhere.
Now.
Somebody
Yeah.
eating shit.
Yeah.
I ain't had
And
an Arby's.
making
Hold
money.
on, is there Arby's out here?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right off
Arby's out
of
here.
Mission
I haven't
Gorge.
had Arby's since I've been out here.
Mission Gorge, go over there. I think it's still there.
I got a question. So, since when did Red Lobster,
Olive Garden.
Applebee's.
Olive Garden, Applebee's, when did these become like, even Cheesecake Factory, when did these all
First of all,
become like subpar?
When celebrities started talking about them
take
being
my
so
Yeah.
far.
Yes, I was just about
Y'all
to say that when
tripping.
celebrities
Let me
start
get a 2
talking
for
about
25. The rest I'm gonna take for lunch
Man,
tomorrow.
just give me some food. I don't
So that-
care.
Cheddar biscuits.
So that's one of the
I
things
take
too.
myself on a date to
was
Applebee's. I
when we
love
got
me
together,
some
we did
Applebee's.
go on our first date. So this melted my heart. She bought a Groupon. We went on the first date, and she know,
Yeah,
I didn't have no
different.
problem. She
Yeah,
had already cooked.
she
I was
keeper.
like,
She
Legacy.
keeper.
She came up with a coupon.
Legacy
Right.
shit.
Exactly.
Legacy.
yeah.
It don't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
It don't have to be
I see
expensive.
that's why you cuffed her. I see that's why you.
Oh, to
put
rub
her-
your feet.
What? That's
don't
why
have
you
to
put
be
your ring
Depends
on.
on how the woman was raised.
No, that's authentic though. That's a you move. Like I didn't have to tell you to do that. I can just tell that's you.
Right.
You can appreciate
Just
that
off-
more than
off
anything.
dribble,
Just
she
not-
just did it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I ain't have to tell you.
You came from
That
some.
was big.
You came from the mud too. That's what I would need to know.
Yeah, she
When you
enjoys
got
seeing
the
the look
money
on my
together.
face when she does cook. You know, and I tell her, obviously I appreciate it and stuff, but I also tell her like, once again, she tell her grandma told her. Your grandma tells you, these old school people tell you to wait till man's heart is his stomach. You remember when you make a man that meal at night? It don't take a whole lot.
For
You
real.
can make a
My
man that
number one
meal at
love
night or
language.
whatever. He can't wait to wake up the next morning and go to work to pay these bills.
Y'all ever had a really
can't
bad
wait.
first date?
Huh?
You ever have a really bad first date?
Nah.
No,
I've
because I
been
gotta
on
get
enough
the
first
kitty
dates.
first before I go.
Oh my god.
That's factual.
No,
Those are the best
hell
relationships.
No.
Man,
I need
I'm
that
trying to
first.
tell you,
No, I'm
when
talking
you-
about him
buddy.
having to get the
Because I'm not
kitty
here. I'm not
first.
here to impress you. That's how we end up at Arby's. I wanted that.
Saying, man, I'm
Hey,
just
you
trying-
want to go
I'm
out?
just
No
trying to
problem. If
sample,
I'm curving some
product.
McDonald's French
Meet me
fries,
where I'm
that's
at.
the
You
fuck
want
we
some meet
eating.
me where I'm at type shit.
That's what we eating.
Okay.
Something wrong if I can't sample the product, man. How we gonna wait? We gonna get married, then I sample the product?
Yeah, no.
You want
I
that
don't
Yelp
believe in
review?
that.
I'm not doing
You want
that.
that
I
Yelp?
don't believe
I'll
in
tell you
that,
that.
but I don't think you should always fuck
How
on the
long
first
should a
date.
motherfucker wait?
7 days.
Look, I go with the flow.
3 business days.
You got a
It
week.
says 7
You got
days.
7 days.
No, real shit. How long should a motherfucker
It
wait?
depends on the situation. Like if y'all digging each other and y'all end up fucking, y'all end up
It
fucking.
go with the flow.
But
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
yeah, I don't, if you grown, you're
Acting like
grown.
there's something
I'm
wrong
serious.
with it.
If
There's
you're
no
grown,
reason to be
you're
like, you
grown.
know what?
do
In
you.
that ass.
Nothing wrong with it.
But 9 times out of 10, when you fuck a man and he gonna be done with you, it's usually like that. When you give a man the pussy on the first date,
She's
9
my
times
wife
10
now.
you- and she gave you the pussy.
The
on the
first, so
date.
we talked on the phone for a little bit.
Don't be putting your wife.
She
out there
came
like
over.
that.
The first day she came over, she made some dinner. When she made dinner,
What
we
she make?
fat,
What she
full,
make?
we smashed.
What she make?
But was
What
y'all
did she fucking
talking?
make?
Chicken
Was y'all
Alfredo
for some shit.
Was y'all talking and vibing before that though?
Yeah, we was talking
Okay,
and
so
stuff
that's different.
before we met. But first contact,
How long were y'all talking before she
I
came
need
over?
you.
Hey, meatloaf.
Huh?
How long were you talking
we
before
less
she came
than
over?
7 days. We talked on the phone. You know, just one of them kind. You know, you hang up.
That's
No, I hang
suitable.
up. No, you hang up.
Damn.
We
I'ma
did that
ask
shit.
your wife
And when
next
she
time I
finally
see
came
her.
over,
Oh,
she
with
finally
the
came over the
flow.
house. I said, "Come on, you want to see what my room look like?" She knew what it was. She was like, "Yeah, let me go see what your room look like," and it went down.
Hey, she a trooper.
She probably knew.
And then we went on an actual first date.
Where was that?
After that, that was Arby's.
No.
This nigga said Arby's. You hear this?
We
You
ended up
had to
Arby's.
get the curly fries.
But he was like 19.
But then I did take
though.
her, but I always paid. Then we go the other way.
Yes.
Hey, now you know it's your turn to pick. Hey, where you want to
What
go
was the
or
second
whatever.
date?
It was
You remember
Olive Garden.
Okay.
I love Olive Garden.
Cause
I
them
never been.
breadsticks and that goddamn.
Never?
Give me a side of that
Or Red
Alfredo
Lobster.
That
sauce.
fucking salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Suplantation used to be fire.
I heard about that spot.
Throwback.
Man, Suplantation?
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't
What's
think
that
I've
shit?
been.
You had to get your own food.
Which one? Oh, the buffet?
Out here?
Oh yeah, hometown. Oh, I used to
Hometown
hate that motherfucker. I hated that motherfucker.
For
Them
real.
niggas was annoying as a mother. Man,
Yeah.
if I go to a restaurant, I want to be served.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying?
I want to serve myself.
Right.
Seriously.
Niggas be putting boogers in the flicking boogers in the
Ew.
You go there after
Doing
church.
too much.
Yes.
You go to hometown buffet after church.
food. Right.
Yeah, for real.
We got a repass. We got
Now
a
the new
repass at
buffet
hometown
is-
buffet.
What's it called? What's that?
Golden Corral?
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. Yep.
I
They
never
got
been
good
there.
rolls now
Really?
with the honey butter.
Ooh, I never
I got a
been.
question. I got a question.
Y'all making me hungry.
Who got better food? I know we all from the West Coast, but I don't know if y'all
No,
busy.
we not.
You not who not from the West Coast?
Well,
I'm from the East
from
Coast.
here, but
You originally from the East
Midwest.
Coast.
Oh, we
East
haven't
Coast.
have. We haven't have. That's good.
yeah. But go ahead.
So you're from the Midwest,
I'm from here though, but I'm born in Chicago.
Chicago.
Hey.
So
What you know about
But I'm from
Garrett's?
here. I've been
what
here
you think
over
about the
30 years.
food? Like West Coast food versus East Coast food?
Ooh.
I think out here is fresher food, and we got more Southern comfort style
Yeah, I agree.
This shit got
Everybody has
Caribbean
their
food, we ain't got
their
none
role.
of that.
Yeah,
shit got
and that's
so-
food. Oh
what
yeah,
back
Jamaican
home,
food better down south to me.
Yes.
But I ain't had good Jamaican food out here yet. Not like
No.
just blew my mind type Jamaican food.
No.
Mexican food is the only thing really busting.
But
Yeah.
it is though.
Yeah.
Look, y'all ain't
But
never
you
been
know
to
what? We have
Flavors
a
of East
variety of so
Africa.
much food
I
that we
haven't.
can't
That
choose
shit-
from out here. It's like you can go
Favorite.
anywhere and get like some good food. You know, the only thing is these places don't stay open late. Like back home and back where you Midwest or East Coast, their food places are literally 24 hours. You can get some food by
Real
calling
city
up.
spots.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, get
Yeah.
some good Chinese food or whatever. So, but shit, I'm a foodie. I love food.
But
What's your
love
favorite dish?
touched on it earlier. Y'all get a Waffle House out here.
We don't
The
got.
Waffle
I
House,
help build that.
cookout,
Yeah.
Bojangles.
They're supposed to
Cookout.
be getting one out here though.
Are they really?
A Waffle House?
A Waffle
I
House.
help build that motherfucker.
Yeah,
It's
Waffle House
only,
gonna
it
be
only
out
costs
here
$10,000
soon.
for
We trying to put a Waffle House out here.
Yeah, they are.
I want a cookout.
I was about to
That
say,
shit
what's your
is
favorite
heaven.
dish?
Ooh. Well, I'm a seafood girl. I love seafood.
Really?
I was say, I love
Some
me
lobster
some
mac and
fried
cheese?
fish, fried
But then
potatoes,
I'm a
fried
sides
catfish.
girl. I'll eat
Fried
sides
cornbread.
before I'll eat a.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, I love sides. I'll do like some potatoes or some greens before I eat
And
the
that's
meat.
it. And you just,
And with some cornbread. Ooh, on the side.
Cornbread said everything go.
Yes.
That said everything
Man.
go.
eating meat.
Yeah, but man.
Yeah,
Carnivore.
see. Yeah, I like honey. Yeah,
Y'all make
it
me
depends.
hungry.
Need
Yeah,
some
right?
chicken.
I'm thinking about food right now.
chicken.
Seriously, what's
I
on
Give me
like
that
it.
All-Star special for $5.85.
Waffle House talk.
Waffle House.
Waffle House talk.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
$5.85 the All-Star special.
Man, what about you? What's your favorite food?
Man, that's crazy that you asked me. I'm too busy asking you. I don't know. I've been on like sushi for a minute. Like,
Oh,
you know
word.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Did you
trying
grow
to
up
be
eating
healthy.
sushi though?
What was that?
Did you grow up eating sushi?
Hell to the no.
I tell people that
See?
in the South you don't eat no raw fish. Like
No.
it's just not a thing. Everything gotta be fried. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just our culture.
Seriously.
Right.
Simple.
Thai food.
And it's
I
an
like
age,
Thai
Yeah.
food.
and I know back in the
Motherfuckers be
day,
boiling hot dogs.
back in the day it was an age limit on
Boy,
crab legs.
glizzies.
It was.
There was an
You
age
right.
limit on crab legs.
When
You don't,
you-
if you under 11
Facts.
years old,
You're
You
not
don't
Steaks.
know
eating no
motherfucking
You
crab.
can't get
crab
steaks.
legs.
You can't get the
None of that.
sausages.
Okay,
You can't get none of that stuff off
okay,
the
fuck
grill.
all that. One thing I'm realizing is out here, people don't have cookouts. They got barbecues.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm
It's a
from,
cookout.
white people had barbecues, black people had cookouts.
That
But
part.
out here, people be like, "Oh, we having a barbecue,"
What's
and
that?
I be like, "How the food about to be?" Like instantly, I'm judging the food.
how the food.
Yeah.
Like because like
No, that's still
I
Domino's.
said, where I'm from,
Seriously.
black people
We
have
have spades.
cookouts, white people have barbecues.
Where you from
out
again?
I'm from Virginia.
Virginia.
Out here in California, motherfuckers be like, "I'm having a barbecue."
Yeah. That's
Barbecue
what
sound like pulled pork gonna be there. We don't
Right.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers got
Wanna do that.
yeah.
A brisket.
Y'all niggas be eating pork.
Nah, be carne asada.
Yes.
do that. Yeah, right.
Y'all ain't shit.
And out about
Yeah,
it.
I like a good.
I'm not shit.
pork.
Bacon, I
Right.
can't. I'm addicted to bacon.
I don't
I
eat
can,
as
I
much
can
now.
stop
A
because I
barbecue
did for a long
sandwich is one of my
time.
favorite
but give
meals.
me a good pork rib. I can't do no
Nah,
big.
them
big
campechano
rib.
fries.
Wow.
I love
Yeah.
it.
The
Like,
Audubon and the carne
I
asada.
have not
Yes.
I'ma fuck up them
Full pork.
campechano.
ate pork for like 3 years one time.
So you don't believe in the whole little shebang?
oh
about,
yeah,
you know,
it got
pork
worms
shit,
in it.
All that bullshit.
It could be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
pigs.
guess what?
You know, they
Every
gave us
fucking
the pigs
everything
back in the
else
day.
we eat
Yeah.
right now,
Ladies, pigs
unless
out
that
there,
shit come
yeah.
out of your garden, you can't trust it, bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
seriously.
Unless that shit came out of your yard, your garden. Because why I can't like before I lived out here, I was on a farm. Motherfuckers, we had chickens. Like we going
Yeah.
getting the eggs.
Get
every
Fresh
day.
eggs. Ooh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Taking the
if
chicken.
you ain't getting that shit from your yard, you cannot trust it.
None of
That's
it.
simple. It's literally that
They gonna
simple.
tell you whatever the fuck. There's gonna be some loopholes. They gonna find to where it's organic type shit. Nah, like
We don't know if that shit really
I,
organic or
look,
not.
I know exactly what hen this fucking ass came out of. Like you know. What
You
I'm
that
saying?
shit from Frank the farmer. I love farmers markets though. Out here,
Yeah.
I love farmers
Yeah,
markets.
that's a lot.
I
Out here.
love
Okay,
farmers
but,
markets.
okay, one
That's
thing
good
I
shit out
do
here.
not like about out here is where the peaches be at. Like the peaches not be in
Peaches,
The peaches.
Peaches.
they be having them at the OB farmers
peaches,
market.
Good, like the
Oh.
juicy running down your arm. Like,
Yeah,
bro, where
yeah.
the
Talk that,
peaches
talk that
be?
peach talk.
You gotta walk. You gotta walk through people's neighborhood. I be taking shit off the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I think
That's the best
I think
shit.
the
Let me
tree
get
that I
that
walk
there.
past going to work, I think that's a peach tree. I'm
Yeah.
waiting. Like I'm like that look like some peaches.
Man, my homie
That
got
or
a plum tree.
apricots.
I mean, where my plums at?
Ooh,
Wow.
put you on the spot.
Moms too.
Bust them out.
I had the plums. I had left them at Steve's shop. Well, he did, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I can
I
get some
need my
more.
plums.
There's still some more. Best plums I ever had. Not even gonna lie.
I brung back some watermelon seeds from Jamaica. So
Oh, you ever had yellow watermelon?
Yep.
no.
I haven't had
You had it. How was it?
Good.
It's like 3 different kinds of watermelon:
Yeah,
I want
red,
to, but
yellow,
it gotta
and
have
orange.
seeds in it.
Yeah.
It gotta have
The original
seeds.
watermelon is the yellow watermelon.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's sweeter. It's sweeter.
Sweeter.
Try it.
If you want to see the watermelon though, it's a Mexican market in El Cajon called Manolos. I think
have
they
it.
got seeded watermelon.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to find it, and seeded grapes are even harder
Yes, it's real hard.
to find. Yeah.
I love grapes because like sometimes you get some fruit and it just don't be hitting, but it's very hard.
Grapes
to
hit
come
every
across some
time.
Grapes that don't hit.
Crispy.
Like, maybe once.
Like what they do with the oranges in California. Like I love California oranges.
Yeah.
They're the best. But they don't sell California oranges in California.
That's them.
Wow.
They take the California oranges and they ship them shits down
To where the
south,
money
South
good at.
America.
Yeah.
And then they bring us the seedless
Yes, that's them.
oranges.
That shit
that's
lame
made.
as hell.
I think it's
crazy.
crazy.
That shit lame.
Cuties and shit.
Yeah.
America.
Because we too lazy to
That's
spit
America.
the seeds out.
Alright,
Nah,
so
most of the protein and stuff is actually in the seeds. Like that's
Yeah.
where the real health benefits are.
Yeah.
at.
eat the seeds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a culture that I just learned about somewhere in Asia. They used to live like 160 years old. They used to eat apricot seeds. Like, and then as soon as they let like white people over there and shit, the health
Colonize
changed.
that
See,
shit
yeah.
real fast.
It changed real fast.
Hello. What was you saying?
Colonization.
Oh, so one of the things we was talking about before the podcast started, we was getting into a little debate about being a stepmama or a stepdaddy to some children, or like say someone has a child within your relationship, like how you go about that type situation. So
That sound like cheating.
Oh, I did that.
Sound
I
like
did
somebody
that.
cheated.
Have a different child while you're in a relationship?
No, like as in when you with someone and they have a kid. Like probably, well, when I first met my son's dad, I was a stepmom. I didn't have my son until I was 26. So I was a stepmom, and I met my son dad when I was 19. So I was a stepmom from 19 to 26. Yeah, shit. I mean, it taught
How
me how
was
to be
that?
a mom. I mean, it taught me how to be the mom.
Was there
They
any
wasn't
drama?
always around. But when they did come around, it kind of showed me. I didn't want it. At first, I thought like, oh hell no, I was that girl like I ain't about to be with no nigga with no kid. I ain't about to. I was that chick.
Yeah.
I was facts. I was that. Oh fuck that. But then I ended up being with him, and it taught me it taught me to be patient.
My stepdad honestly embraced all my mom's kids, and I
See?
appreciate him to this day.
Yep.
Yeah, he was solid as fuck, for real.
Yeah, I still call him. We not together, and I still call him my baby. So
I still pull up on him when I go back home. Like I check in, he a barber, so he cut me and my
Yeah.
brother's hair still and all
See?
that. But
Yeah,
he
he
brought a
was.
real valuable presence to our life, and he loved my mama the way she deserved to be loved.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
And
him
you
for
didn't
sure.
put him on child support.
no, my stepson is like 27 now. He's 27.
what's your beef with child
My
support?
son is 15. So
What's the beef
Yeah,
with it?
no.
Look,
It's toxic.
Yeah, no, and then also too, we
Are you taking care of your child prior to being hit with child
Man,
support?
that don't matter. You could be doing all that, and they'll still
That's what I'm
smack you
asking.
with
But
it.
like,
It
yeah, I'll
depends.
sympathize with you if she's being toxic and being a bitch, and it's like not trying to, like trying to take advantage of the situation. But if you're taking care of your responsibilities and shit,
Yeah,
like
all
that.
that. You
What am
know,
I
the
doing?
good dads get treated the worst.
But
That is
okay,
true.
okay. So let's talk
That
about this.
is true.
What if also let's talk
I
about
agree with
the
you.
time that goes into, like, say a woman is more so the full-time caretaker of the child. There's a lot of time that goes. Time is money,
Yeah.
bro. Are you paying for that time that goes into that? Like, are you just paying for the fucking needs of what this person, like your child?
It's supposed
Let
to be
me
just
take
the
him in
time.
if it's a problem.
Because you're not putting no time in.
I take him in.
She putting money and time in. So
Not
you gotta meet
likely.
her
so
with
but
both.
what is like the limit of money that you should be requiring though?
I honestly,
'Cause I think
feel
that's what a lot of
the
people have
court
problems.
Shouldn't be able to decide that.
Yeah.
That's why I
Me
feel like we
either.
shouldn't be having these dysfunctional.
So, because how much
ass
money does a kid actually need from somebody?
families, but-
Yeah, exactly. Well, how much does a
I think
kid
you
need?
should be able to. I wish it was like this, but like he said, I think a lot of the good dads.
Finish last.
No, and they get shitted on. Like my best friend, her husband, rest in peace. With his baby mama, he was a great dad to his kids, and she would take him to court. She was that baby mama.
Yeah,
So I
that's
think it
heartbreaking.
depends on the circumstance. Like me, I think I'm a great fucking baby mama. I don't ask for shit. I'm like the epitome. I'm not gonna put you on child support if you're not gonna take care of your kid. I'm not gonna force you. But I understand why women do put their sons or wives on child support.
So what about for the men that actually provide the things that's needed instead of giving cash? Like you need diapers, I'll buy diapers. You need clothes, I'll buy clothes. As opposed to giving physical cash. Yeah.
I think that's great. I think that you should have that. If I want that. If I could call you and be like, hey, your son need this and you there, that should be how it should be. Why let the system get
Because I think a lot of women be spending that money though.
And
like for real. They spend that money for themselves. That's why they want more.
Yeah, that and also too, I think they think that the court is going to help them in some kind of way. Because women are not the only ones that put people on child support. It's also vice versa. What men do the same thing too. But it's
you gonna fight a lot harder to make that make sense.
But it's sad. It's hella sad because you have women like me that I'm not gonna take the time to do that. I'm not gonna go to court. I'm not gonna do.
How do we get y'all more in the spotlight to make that cool for everybody else? Because ideally, people only doing it because they see somebody else doing it. Like it's a hustle for a lot of people on both sides.
They out here pumping baby.
That's what I'm saying. 30 bands a month for child support is wild to me.
That's like when we go to the celebrities. Like when they be like, oh, so and so got to pay his wife 24 million.
Because there's a reason for that.
I understand that.
It's a state reason.
Section 8 housing.
Well, no, the thing about it is people don't realize when you go to child support and you put the man on child support, the state gets a federal kickback.
Percentage.
They get 66% as a federal kickback for whatever you paying on that.
See?
Which is why every 5 years, baby moms that got the guy on child support get a letter say, hey, you wanna like a refinance and up the child support. So it's like if you're a celebrity, you get.
I heard you doing
money,
good now.
They know I'm gonna make all this
you
money
doing good now. You trying to run that back on, bro?
That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
They send you a letter every 5 years.
Yeah, that's why you need to know who the fuck you laying down with.
But you don't know until you know though.
You don't know, but you need to understand. Like I'm just saying with your mental. Like I didn't know who I was laying down with my son dad, but still that'll make me know bitter baby mama.
I feel like the energies change depending on the obligations, right? So like when you're a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you got different obligations. When you're a husband or a wife, but after you have a child, whenever you have all these new emotions and new responsibilities, you really don't know until that world happens. Some men don't know they don't want to be a dad until that baby literally comes out that same day.
For real.
We just all trying to figure it out. You feel me?
For sure.
I said make the decision in the best interest of the child. Where it's like, okay,
it should be that.
Damn, you struggling. You got this. Or I got to put him on child support. What you put him on child support for? Just get a kid to the daddy. And I bet the daddy wants you for shit. Send the child with the fucking celebrity daddy or whatever daddy like that.
I'd be like, you know what?
They be willing to have their kid to keep from getting on child support.
Like that, but a lot of the dads don't want that responsibility either. It's very rare. It's very rare that you. No, it's very rare that you get a man that be like, I want my kids, let me take care of my kids. 9 times out of 10, men don't want that responsibility too. It's very rare that you have a man that be like, I'm a single dad and I'm,
All my friends are dope dads and I appreciate them for seeing them love being dads the way they are. Because all of us didn't really have our pops growing up for real.
We gotta hold each other accountable. I tell all my homies that got kids, you ain't there. I can't.
No, we don't do deadbeat shit with our friends. That's not acceptable.
Females love to make it seem like we the one leaving.
Look, I'm the oldest of 8.
Real shit, that's the topic.
Officially, 11 unofficially, and my dad didn't raise none of us.
See?
Rolling Stone shit.
Yeah. So I had to lay him to rest last year, and I'm like, everybody's sitting there talking about him, and I'm like, yeah, but he wasn't there as a parent. Y'all know him when y'all was out drinking. Did you tell that man how are your kids?
Exactly.
Was the last time you seen them?
Yeah, you gotta hold, like you say, you gotta hold your buddies and your people accountable. I follow this one guy. I think his name is like Bracken something, and he made a post the other day, and he said that he was like, if you're a deadbeat dad, I ain't fucking with you. He was like, if you literally can't take care of your kid, I ain't fucking with you. So I think men and women should hold each other accountable of what they do. If you, because. Ladies, you could be deadbeat moms too. There's a lot of them that be leaving their kids out going to the club for months, and they
leave the kid with their mama,
and or leaving their kids with their mama or whatever it may be. But we just need to take accountable of our actions and people around us.
It takes a village for real, so we need more systems. Because out here, what changed for me is like I be seeing kids on a trolley and shit by themselves, and I come from a small community, meaning everybody knows everybody. You're watching everything moving. Every kid is actually accounted for. So to see people allowing their kids to be moving in this freely ass space being so young, it's scary. I don't
It's
like it at
scary,
all.
but there's so
Yeah.
many countries out there that do it and they okay. If you go to China,
I heard they take care of everybody
kids
out there.
be like 5 years old on a train by themselves.
But again, those are places to where it's really only one culture moving. So
Yep.
therefore,
True.
you
I'm
don't
about
have
to
as
say,
many
it's
You're
one
right.
culture.
different,
You're right.
different vibes
Yeah.
and perspectives.
So you know,
Yeah,
they ain't killing kids and
It's
doing
one
all that.
culture. That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
different.
community is very fucking important.
It
Yes.
is.
That's why
Yeah,
it took
takes
so
a
much time and
village.
resources to break ours
You
up.
think we'll ever get reparations?
Hell no, they ain't giving it to us now. There's so much shit that we need and they ain't giving it to us. Like it's so much stuff. Like we
It's-
need it. but
I think we can get them in the sense of the information that we obtain. That's our reparations is information. We're not
Information
gonna get
and
it
also
physically
too
in
not
dollars.
Yep.
not paying.
You don't
into
think
their
they owe us
system.
no dollars?
Oh,
No,
they
I'm not
do.
saying that. I'm saying like it's just the new age of information we have now. Like I fuck with Earn Your Leisure. Like they bring the whole new forefront to like financial literacy for Black culture in general.
Yeah.
It's like
Word.
we have the information, so y'all don't got to do shit for us. We gonna get this shit to our people.
Yeah,
We just
like
need
that
the
basketball
information.
player,
Yeah.
the new one that just got.
Jalen
Oh.
Brown.
Yeah,
304.
and what he said that he want to bring Black Wall Street back.
Yeah.
back.
A lot
what
of
we
Black
need.
people don't even know about Black Wall Street, and
No, they don't.
that should bother you enough. Like,
Education, right? Niggas
Yeah.
gotta educate themselves. Like
it's us being able to see like the wall of greatness he got all around here, all the great pictures. It's like us having enough access to those kind of experiences and people, so we can actually be motivated and inspired, as
Right,
opposed to only getting who
right.
they tell us we should look at.
Seriously,
We got
did it- I
Martin
think he
Luther,
did that,
Malcolm
so-
X, and Harriet Tubman.
I think he did it as like a publicity thing though.
like what?
Like
What you
from-
mean?
bring you gonna bring Black Wall Street to Boston,
To Boston,
Come on, bro.
Out of all the places,
and he from Atlanta. That's
Yeah.
Black Hollywood.
But at the
Yeah.
same time,
Who?
Jalen Brown.
Jalen
He's
Brown.
not from Atlanta. He's from Oakland.
Jalen
Wow.
Brown.
He's from Oakland.
He's actually at the
Why you
forefront.
claiming Atlanta?
He's at the forefront of like
He's from Oakland.
the association.
Went to Cal right there from Oakland.
Crazy.
I didn't know
He
that.
claiming Atlanta.
No, he
That's
from
crazy.
That's where he
Oakland.
from. That's crazy.
He really
See?
for the
He did some
people
Lil
though.
Wayne shit. I mean, did some Tupac shit.
Yeah, more than,
for
more than
real.
anything, though, he really for the people. Like
Yeah, he is.
always speaking up.
He is for the people.
Always speaking
Yeah,
up for
I
the
agree.
Black players and stuff.
He is
so-
for the people. I'm like, you don't bring that shit to Boston.
Yeah, not that place.
But you gotta think about it too. After the shit happened with Kyrie, like when they overstepped, they pissed all the Black people off. Like even the people that was cooning, like they pissed everybody off. So now
I love
it's a
me
whole
some
new
Kyrie.
thing that's kind of building up. You're gonna see a lot of change over the next couple of years for real.
I think also too we need to not pay into their society, like as in if we really boycott them, like them not using us in any
Yeah.
kind of way, I think it give back to us. You know, also like my big problem is a big problem for me is going into these Asian shops, these hair shops, and
They own them, but it's all Black women on the pictures. That's called
All
good marketing.
that.
Crazy, ain't it?
That's
so
good marketing
it's
for them.
like, you know, that's a big thing, and it's like we should have our hand in that. Like we should literally have our hand in the beauty industry. Why is the Asians have it so?
Well, we don't own hip hop
locked?
either. That's the biggest genre of music in the world.
Both, yes.
No, not even genre. It's the most influential thing ever.
Right.